Hello everyone, you are welcome to Expert Next Session. This time we are coming to talk about employees, and I'm here with an labor expert, and our topic for today is knowing your rights as an employee. There are a lot of people that are employed by other people. They wake up in the morning, they go to job, they come home, but they don't know what is their rights, what they are supposed to do. Even in case of dismissal, in case of other things, when the company is changing their decision or their policy, sometimes they dismiss some people. They don't know what to do, and that is why Expert Desk is for you. We are here to talk to and have a deep conversation with experts alone. They have technical knowledge about whatever happening in our day-to-day activities or day-to-day lives. And if you are not watching Expert Desk, then I think you are watching Expert Desk. I'm here with one beautiful woman, a labor expert, somebody that I would allow her to introduce herself though, but some of the things, if I don't say it, I'm not sure she would want to say it. So, hello, madam. You are welcome.
Thank you.
Please, who are you? Who are you? What's your name? Who are you?
Okay, so I'm Laudina. Like you rightly put it, a labor expert. Thankfully, I find myself to be employed with the Industrial and Commercial Workers Union, ICU Ghana. So that is what has broadened or exposed me to labor issues and labor stuff. So that is all about me. Yes.
So you don't have anything to tell us about you again?
Oh no, I think we are dealing with labor employees. So this rightly fits into the context.
How do you feel when somebody is treating an employee bad?
Well, that would not only be professional in nature. I think as nature has it, if you are empathetic, when a neighbor, a colleague is going through something that's awful, that's painful, I bet you have something to share, and that's an ill feeling. And so, if not because of the work, or if not because we find ourselves in the field of work, I believe as humans that are empathetic, you'd feel very bad when you find out something.
So in this regard, I'm asking in a perspective where an employer is taking advantage of an employee because the employee doesn't have in-depth knowledge about their rights. How do you feel?
It's a mixed feeling, honestly. Mixed feeling in that, one, you can't just rightly put it on the doorstep of the employer. You also have a bit as an employee. So to allow yourself to go through that, or to permit somebody to put you through that, it's a two-way affair. That is how the employment relationship is actually. And so if it's not here, it's there. If it's not with the employer, it's with the employee. So if the employer is treating you right, what do you know about the rights and the wrongs of that particular situation you find yourself in? In any case, if purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable.
In this case, what are some of our rights as employees?
Wow. Your rights are just scribbled as plain as it is in the Labor Act. It will also amaze you, a worker working for 20 years does not even know what it's called or what the Labor Act is. So I will just tell you one thing. One of the commonest things that's got to do with your rights is your right to remuneration. What do I mean by remuneration? Your right to pay. In the field of work, I give you my service, you pay me. So it is my right to earn that money once I perform the duties you have. So that's one of the basic things.
So right to pay.
Yes.
And aside of pay, I don't have any rights.
You have lots of rights. You have rights to enjoy good working or safe conditions at your workplace. Yes, you should. Because you can't, in a way of finding a living,
Okay.
and then killing yourself in the end was the purpose. So it's your right to ensure that you are working in or at a safe environment. Yes.
All right, lovely people. For Laudina, I know her. She understands the job, and she knows she knows what she's doing, and that's one thing I like about her. She's been very good when it comes to her job, when it comes to labor. She knows the inner and the alacrity or the
we are still learning.
Whatever it is, she knows it. So Laudina, we are here today to let our audience know more about their rights, especially employees. There are a lot of people in our society that go through a lot of abuse in the name of there are no jobs. So sometimes somebody will employ somebody, no proper terms of service. As an employee, what is the first thing I'm supposed to have before I start working from my employer before I start working?
Okay, thank you. This is vast, very big and broad.
Yeah.
But let's narrow it. Let's try to zero it into something feasible and understandable.
All right.
I think when you hear that there's an opportunity for work,
Okay.
or an organization is employing workers,
Okay.
I think one of the things to do as an individual, from my perspective, is to make sure that while you are going to, they do legal stuff there.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because
So meaning we have illegal.
oh yes,
Okay.
people are doing legal businesses in the country, and they have gainfully employed people.
Okay.
So that will also put you into another mess.
Okay.
By the time you get yourself out of the waters, you'd have been drained.
That's true.
So I think in as much as you go submitting your CVs, after dropping that CV, come back home. Make sure that thing is legit.
Okay.
Probably you go through all these HR stuff, interviewing, shortlisting, whatever it is. Once you are employed, you should have your contract of employment.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that an appointment letter?
We have an appointment letter, we have the contract as well.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
I don't know. I don't know.
But a lot of, here in this country, I think we gloss over the other bits,
Okay.
but we would only get the offer of appointment.
Okay.
But that offer is telling you what you're going to get and all of that.
Okay.
The contract is somewhat distinct, but that regulates the relationship. That is your contract.
Okay.
Yes, and this is the offer of appointment. Okay, we are employing as a cleaner here. These are your duties. This is your limit to your work, your working hours and all of that. That is what we are offering you.
Yeah, that's true.
The contract itself is that I am picking you as this to do that, to do this. Somebody would say that they are the same, but when you see any letter, it has a subject. So the subject determines or tells you what you're about to enjoy. So if your letter is offer of employment and I give you contract of employment, they are distinct stuff.
Oh.
Basic grammar,
Oh.
true or false?
It's true.
Exactly, basic
It's
grammar.
true, it's true,
They
it's
can
true.
be the same,
Yeah.
but then usually with the contract, both parties sign to it.
That's true.
But with the offer of employment, you don't sign on it.
Yeah.
I am giving you the offer. If you like it, you can write back to me that you have accepted this, that.
So why many, or let's say most of our employers don't give, contracts letters to their employees?
Well, I think where we find ourselves, we are good at assuming.
Okay.
And we as workers don't even know.
Most.
Yeah, we don't know.
of us, yeah.
I actually didn't know till I entered into one legal class. And then the lecturer asked, how many of us have been employed? And we all lifted our hands. How many of us have their offer of employment? Then we lifted our hands. So you can see that the hands were still same. Then the third question came, how many of us have seen their contract of employment? Then we all put our hands. They was like, what is this? Then he started laughing. So I won't say I got to know before I got employed, but it's a canker in our system because people think that it's the same thing. So we just let it go. But it shouldn't be. If you have the opportunity, you should ask. And I think we also have, I don't know if it's a demon, but we are scared of asking the right questions to the right authority.
So how will I ask my HR, or what in which way, how politely will I ask my HR that can I get my contracts?
The same way you entered politely that you've been called to come for your appointment letter. I believe when you are giving one envelope, you could just say thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. But then you can actually find out, please, is this just the offer or is the contract?
Okay.
Some people would let you know that, okay, when you resume work, would give it to you as part of your orientation or onboarding process.
Yeah.
But don't you also think, Eko, that I think the first thing you should have is the contract before the offer?
Yeah.
So that's the world we live in.
Yeah.
But in that same polite demeanor, you came in and greeted, sat down.
Yeah.
Work is communication.
Okay.
Yes, and so I believe that if you ask, if the person knows, the person will guide you. Oh, what is that? Oh, you would get it at this time. Oh, unfortunately, we don't have. I could ask for it for you. Oh, we don't do such a thing here.
Okay. So in this case, what does it do to me as an employee? The offer letter, the contract, what does it do to me as an employee?
It's more like your security.
Okay.
It's more like your security. Gone were the days where you would actually want to use your pay slip as proof of something.
Yeah.
But this is more heavier than a pay slip.
Okay.
Yes. So this offer or this contract of employment is able to let us know that, okay, you were offered this, that. You were supposed to work from this, that. If we have issues at work emanating from the contract, that's our reference point.
Okay.
If we have issues of non-compliance, that's our reference point.
Wow.
And so your contract or your offer is your safe net, is your guarantee. Seriously.
You see, I told you that this particular lady knows her job and she knows what she's doing, right? And I'm enjoying it because what she's saying, even I'm a victim. No, I don't even know my contract. And
it's actually no news. It will actually be news if you told me you had a contract. That would be news in Ghana.
Okay, so in this case, I know there is a need for union.
Okay.
There's a need for union.
Okay.
So what role does the union play in terms of employment?
Okay, so I think let's take ourselves back. We asked of rights.
Yeah.
So it is your right to form or join a trade union.
No, I understand that, but I mean I have the union.
Okay, in your establishment.
In my establishment. What role do they play in terms of employing new ones?
Okay, so the union comes into play when you have already been employed into the organization. You can't be an outlier and be in a union.
So meaning that the union doesn't have any influence on HR policies?
The union has no business with HR policies. The union has business with collective bargaining agreements.
So why is it that when a union comes in,
okay,
maybe I'm employed,
yeah,
and maybe due to some reasons the company decide to terminate my appointment without merit.
Okay.
By that time, because I've been part of the union need to step in for me. What gives them the right to come in?
Oh,
I don't know whether I understand my question.
I understand.
If I'm outside of the company, you don't know me.
Exactly.
When I come, but you didn't scrutinize my entry as a union. We are not talking about union today.
No.
We are talking about employment.
Yeah.
But as a union, you didn't scrutinize my employment. When I came there as a challenge, you are coming in. Why? Why it happens so?
So, it's in stages.
Okay.
You can only be part of a union when you are part of the organization.
Yeah.
Good. So if you are not part of the organization, you can't be part of the union in that official instance.
Okay.
Good. So once you have entered, you entered through the doors of probably the HR manual, HR policies.
Yeah.
That is binding on everybody.
Yeah.
But as soon as you enroll into a union's fold, you have actually given the union that bargaining right you would have had as an individual.
Okay.
So the union now has a right because it is legally recognized under the laws of the land.
That's true.
And it is being given a bargaining certificate that covers you as part of your classes of workers.
Yeah.
Now, it is by dint of that we are able to cover you with a collective bargaining agreement. Yeah. So in that agreement, we have all those things that we term articles or provisions that borders on the relationship between the employer and the employee and at large the union, because now the union becomes the shield of the employee. So in any case, if that is the case, then anything that happens to you under the umbrella of the union has the right to speak to it.
So when a union is coming to an organization, do they scrutinize or find out the terms of contract of the employees?
Usually what we do is that we want to know your class. As in, are you a contract staff or you are a permanent staff?
But you don't get to know the terms of contracts for the employees.
No, because in any case we will come and have a collective bargaining agreement.
Well, let's pause on the union side. Let's come to employment
because
side.
You are already existing in a family called a company or an organization. That is your roots.
Okay.
The union comes in not to take you out of your roots.
Okay.
No. The union comes in to firm the bond you have in that family. If things are going wayward, we straighten them and bring them on track. Because most often than not, we find employers employing people and dictating things to them that is not recognized by law. It is only your unionist that will tell you that this is not done.
Okay.
And in any case, some of the things are too heavy for an employee to go say it.
That's true.
And so you channel it through the union, and then it's not only about Laudina they are fighting for, it's for all of us.
Okay, so let's come back to employment. Laudina, I want to know this. There are a lot of people that goes through this particular challenge. Okay, it's not necessarily maybe a private business, but a public business or a public company like Ghana Water, ECG, maybe GRA, the likes. Maybe there's national service personnel in the office who maybe there's a terms of contract that has come that they said they should give it to the service personnel. But this is a nice girl, and the girl has shown an interest in the portfolio. And there's a boss there. There is a immediate boss there that says that, if I don't enter your panties, I'm not allowing you to even sit in this office in the name of contract.
But are they panty manufacturing organization?
No.
They don't manufacture panties. Interesting.
Yeah, no.
Okay. And the girl in that instance does not sell panties.
No.
The boss in question is not asking her to sell or buy panties.
No.
Okay.
No. So, in this case, in simple terms, the boss is insisting of having a sexual affair with the lady before offering that particular, or even adding your name to the people that will go. So this is how it happens.
Okay.
The way it happens, it doesn't happen like maybe it's like I am here. You are a national service personnel. You are working under me directly. Then all of a sudden there's a chance that all the national service personnel are supposed to be, we can give them some 6 months or 1 year or even recruit them.
Okay.
But every HOD should send the name of the people working under them. That is how it happens.
Sure.
And when it happens like that, me that I'm supposed to write your name, I tell you point blank, I've been proposing to you for all this while you are being stubborn.
Okay.
This thing has come. If I don't go A with you, you will not get B from me. I will not add your name.
Okay.
In this instance, what should a young girl do?
That's an interesting question. There are two things involved in this instance.
Okay.
I think in a normal parlance, somebody would equally just say that that's sexual harassment there.
Yeah.
That's sexual harassment there. But then have we thought of the fact that is the person interested? Because sexual harassment is an unwanted.
Yeah.
So if the thing is wanted, then the context is not same as what you and I.
But that girl will not come and tell me if she wanted it.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
The beginning falls squarely into the box of sexual harassment, which a lot of young ladies or even older women go through. Because it only does not start from that. It's sometimes promotional issues to a person. Yes. So that is when it begins. That's why I said it's in two folds. But you would lump it as one, saying that this is sexual harassment. What would the lady do?
Yeah, what should, not would, should she do as an expert?
She's supposed to report it.
Okay.
She is supposed to report it to the HR. Okay. Now, the banter begins.
Okay.
How many organizations know the Sexual Harassment Act, what it entails?
Okay.
Because if the one you are reporting to doesn't even know how to handle that issue, you have just killed somebody's daughter.
That's true.
In as much as you have killed her for her to lose her position, what is actually happening is that your inability to handle the issue in a more private instance also brings her out into the public domain, and people begin to read meaning as to who she is, what is happening to her, and all of that. That is a private matter coming out. So it is very difficult in this instance because once we don't have such structures in our organization and the lines of authority in that instance, then the young girl will find herself wanting. Because what if the HR doesn't know where to pass? And the HR mistakenly goes to report you to that same HOD? Okay. What happens to you? You are dead.
I guess it.
No matter your credentials, you won't get that thing. But how many of us have the ribs or probably the balls to fight this case? But this is a case that, when proven, that boss is in trouble.
So how would the girl prove this case?
So the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Have you heard that thing before? So what happens is that it is not about the lady going in to offer herself as a living sacrifice. No. But because we need a proof and evidence to support the claim, then we need things that suggest that indeed what the man is doing or what the woman is doing is sexual harassment. You can't just go claiming on somebody's husband, somebody's father, just like that by dint of your words that he is doing something. What's something? So in your quest to report to the HR, maybe through a letter or a verbal communication, you're able to tell her, oh, when I come to work, he looks at me suggesting so and so. He touches my butt. He does this. Okay, he sends me flirty messages. Those ones are the things you can show him handy. But when it comes to those things he does, you and I were not there.
That's true.
So that's why I'm saying that if we don't have structures, you kill somebody's daughter. Because if there are structures, as soon as she sets this, then the structures will come into play. What are we going to do? Do we set up a committee to investigate the matter and all of that? Yes.
Laudina, in fact, this
It's
particular,
deep, eh?
this particular situation, no, it's something that is worrying our young girls.
It's worrying our young guys too. Now I'm interested in people. I'm not sidelining the women.
Okay.
But I'm interested in us talking about the guys too. Guys go through that as well.
Sexual harassment.
Oh yes.
Should I say that?
I think the guys should be clapping for me because they're also going through that.
No, this is why I should say that it should be more. The boys are saying I should tell you that
It should be more. They want it.
They want more only matters.
Our guys are also suffering, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Our guys are suffering, and it's not a sweet thing.
Yeah.
It's not a sweet thing. The same feeling a female has is the same thing a masculine has. So,
but now I'm to a point. I don't. To me, it will be a harassment to me. But I can say when we put 10 boys here today, about 9 of them, it will not be a problem to them that their boss is saying that they want to do this with me before, you know, whatever it is.
You see?
You know, they the boys themselves, they want to do it.
You see? Then we drift from the official stance.
Oh.
Then we drift from the...
We don't want to do it.
You see?
So do you want to do it?
Interestingly, issues of this nature would rightly also fall into morality.
Okay.
Yes, we can't do away with morality.
Yeah.
What is equally wrong for me might be right for you.
That's true.
But whatever you do, it's a path you're creating.
That's fine.
And in this instance, you are enjoying it because you don't know how time bound or the timelines.
Yeah.
In any case, whoever, be it a male or female, that is throwing that bait to you will never tell your timeline.
Yeah.
I will never tell you the consequences of that.
Yes.
For all you know, because you are young and about to enter the organization, you don't also know the rules of the organization.
Yeah.
That organization itself frowns on in-house dating. That's one thing.
Okay.
So before you say Jack, you have sacked yourself by accepting. This man or this woman knows their way around in the organization. The tendency of you flopping out is so easy. So for me, whether you are you're climbing up, don't start something you can't continue.
All right. So Laudina, I think I told you she knows what she's doing. So you know this particular conversation is very, very interesting. You are watching Expert Desk. You are watching an Expert Desk, and we sit with the right people. We have the right conversation we dialogue for the right information to be out there. So subscribe, like, and menyasa. Well, D. So Laudina, I want to know: is he like that easy to fire your workers?
Well, do you know that is the right of the employer to hire and to fire?
Yes, I know.
What makes it difficult?
But I'm asking that, is it that simple?
No, it's not.
To just hire somebody today, tomorrow fire the person?
It's not that simple, but we have made it simple because, like I rightly indicated, we don't know the remits, we don't know the area with which it's like a big playground, and you have just entered, so you've not even seen the light at the end of the tunnel, and so once it hits you, you don't know where to pass. But for him, he knows what he's already doing, and so for him, I can say it could be so easy for him to.
Because you know, sometimes somebody will employ a team of people, then the next hour, the next month, the person said, I don't even want to work with you again, and no excuse, nothing. In that instance, what is the right of the employee in that particular situation?
Refer to your contract. I have a contract with you, and once you breach it, why do we make it look like when we talk about contract, then we want to see an esquire in his wig? No. Or you want to see an esquire with his ribbon or a bow tie? No. You have a contract with a person, and the contract you have probably a full-time worker. So that work you are doing is not seasonal in nature. for lack of better words, we can say it is through to the foreseeable future.
Yeah, that's true.
That is it. And then somebody just wakes up one day and says that, go home. I am not saying that the law frowns on termination from either party. In any case, I can also write to you terminating the contract. But what I am drumming into our ears is that on either party, you have to do it within the confines of the law. So in as much as it is difficult or it is easy to hire and to fire, just do it within the ambit. Play within that scope. Don't go out. When you go out of that scope, that is when you have a problem with the person and the law. So don't just wake up one day because you had a bad dream that cows are chasing you, and for all you know, this particular cow looked like somebody in the team, and then you just wake up and say that so and so. Sometimes you go a long way bringing religious stuff into the organization because a pastor says you are a witch. So when a cow just fired you. No, that is not how we work with people.
Do we have prescribed or specific hours of an employee that they are supposed to work?
Yes, the law says that I should work for 8 hours in a given day. On an average, in a full week, working for 5 days. Okay. Averagely, you're supposed to work 40 hours in that week.
Okay.
Yes.
So what happens to those who work 12 hours? Who work? So let me ask this well.
Okay.
Because there are people, they are the, let me say, quote unquote, the least in the employer's team.
Okay.
And they are those who comes early, who also close late. They work 12 hours, but their remuneration or salary is even the least. What, like in this case, what happened? What happens?
Wonderful. So like I write, your contract or your offer is your reference point. So if your contract is saying that I'm employing you as a cleaner, you are going to work 12 hours, and you have signed onto that contract, you have accepted that thing. Meanwhile, probably in your interview, nothing of that sort popped up.
Yeah.
So probably before you sign on to it, I believe you can go into the same discussions with whoever is giving you that thing. And again, sometimes it is 12 hours because of the nature of the job.
Okay.
So it simply means that per the law, any hours in excess of the 8, there's compensation for that.
There should be or there is?
There should be. So what I mean by there is that we assume that if you are making me work for 9 hours, then that extra hour, you know. You get my point?
Yeah, I understand.
So if the employer is feigning ignorance, you should let the person know.
So how do I go about that?
So that's why your reference point, your offer and your contract. So the person would now tell you that it was in your offer that you are going to work for 12 hours, nothing of that sort happens. And there's nothing that is capturing overtime. Under the law, that is what we term overtime.
Okay.
You have worked over the time, over and in excess of that time.
Yeah.
So if your offer is saying that, okay, any work done in excess, into brackets, overtime will be compensated for, then you know that it already has in mind that thing. You get it. And some of the contracts too are clean and clear, that it is not even those that are least. You are even high, and for your position, you don't give overtime.
Okay.
Yes, those are also existing.
Okay.
But those things that it comes with, those of us that are least paid, that are on the ladder, the least on the ladder and all of that, I believe when you are employed, please find out all those things. Do you know, Echo, that there are people who work in organizations without latrines? Do you know it's wrong?
I don't know.
It's very wrong. How can you work in a place where you don't have a place to ease yourself?
So is it part of the employer's safety measures that he's supposed to put in place?
So ideally, when you set up your organization, you are supposed to invite the officers and shops inspectorate to come, view the place, give you that green tick that you are good to begin work. Elsewhere in other countries, They will set up machinery and all of that, which for us, you think they are ready to kickstart.
Yeah.
But until they are giving that access and green light, your machinery will be there. We are left with you fixing a particular bulb here. We are left with you fixing this camera here, and things will not start for you. But here we are, a full-fledged company. It doesn't have an eating area. People eat around machines. And let's not, I believe the same way we would want to discuss sexual harassment, those things should be delved into. So you have people having canteens right opposite toilets or washrooms.
That's
Do you
wrong,
even
right?
feed your dogs around your washrooms?
That's wrong, right?
It's deadly. That's demonic. I'm sure we can situate that into that.
Well, Laudina, if this should be the case, then I think Ghana here.
Then we should close a lot of companies. We should shut them down.
Yeah.
You see, it simply means we don't respect each other. It goes beyond yes sir, yes sir. This is life we are talking about.
Wow.
Yes.
You see the reason why I said you should be watching and listening to Expect This podcast, because this place, the things we will tell you, it will shock you. Laudina, I've been employed by somebody. The person is not educated person. I didn't even write any application letter.
Okay.
I was there and he called me. I need somebody to be at my bar, and I started working.
You offered yourself as a living sacrifice
For the person. Then we had all our contract or whatever it is. So you can verbally. Does it bind?
Verbal contract?
Yeah.
Verbal contract?
Yeah, does it bind?
No, my darling. Don't risk yourself. It has repercussions, dire repercussions.
Really?
Very simple. I am the employee, the bar attendant. You are the employer. We've had our discussions.
Yeah.
Nobody was there. It's between you and I.
Yeah.
I have issues.
Yeah.
I come to you and I tell you, due to A, B, C, D, who is the witness? Who signed to what? Did you sign spiritually? Then we are not in that context.
So when we go to courts, in case of anything, we go to courts.
Verbal contracts are not valid, please. Let's not zoom into that discussion, because whoever the ball falls on is going to say that I didn't say this.
All right.
The person will say, I never said this.
Whoa.
And you can't prove it. And because we are looking at employers and employees, it's going to be your word against his word. That is why we have offer of employment and contract written, read, sign to it. Don't do verbal stuff. Never. Because even when you are even able to record the person, it has its own legal implications and all of that. So let's not get there.
My salary is yet to be released to me. The month is
Who is
due.
holding it?
The month is due, and we are even getting to the early days of the next month.
Okay.
Is it legally, or is it the right of the employer to keep my salary till the time he feel or she feel to give it to me?
No.
So how long does that is it required for my salary to be released to me?
Reference point, contract, and offer.
So what if that particular conversation is not in the contract or reference?
No, we are talking about salaries.
Yeah.
That is the blood of every employer. Sika Imuja.
Yeah, that's true.
Employer-employee relationship. Sika is the drive, is the bond,
Yeah.
is the glue to it.
Yeah.
Now, if you are telling me those timelines are cast in stone, what are we doing to ourselves?
Yeah, I get it.
So yes, in that offer, most often than not, you see that some companies are now even upgrading themselves. They're able to tell you salaries will be paid latest by 28th. Salaries will be paid latest by 27th of that month and all of that. There are instances where salaries delay.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, there are
So
instances.
how long in that instance?
There's
how
no
long?
timeline, but I believe that in as much as we are human beings, you see, we are human beings before we became workers.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. So once you know that you are responsible for an employee, if the delay is going to happen, communicate it. And once the timeline is up, do the needful. There are instances where businesses could go down to take a nosedive. And sometimes salaries could be there 3 months. I come into hear government owing. We there. But there's nowhere nowhere in the Labor Act that talks about that the employer should pay within 2 months. No, there's nothing that specific. No, there's nothing like that.
Okay. Right now, my contract's offer letter has been given to me.
Okay.
I've signed.
Okay.
I have my contracts with me. Now my right is being violated. What are the steps I'm supposed to take?
Once you are an employee, you are supposed to be privy to HR manual or HR policies.
Yeah.
In that, we have grievance mechanisms that shows the step by step to which issues are handled.
So is it relative to the organization or is relative to the labor law?
It's relative to the organization, but the Labor Act is the umbrella.
So in the Labor Act, what are the steps?
So the Labor Act would actually not explicitly state the steps because each organization and how they do their things. But if you become a union member, you would explicitly state your grievance mechanisms in your CBA.
Okay.
From here, this is where we are going to. From here, this we're going to.
Which CBA means what?
Collective bargaining agreement.
Okay. Some of us, we don't know. We need
You'll
to ask.
be fine.
We need to ask.
You'll be fine.
So when it is stated so meaning that if you don't have union, certain you are of a disadvantage to certain things, right?
Yes. So that is why I'm saying that at that entry point, when you are onboarded and all of that in a new organization, one of the things is like going to school.
Yeah.
You are given a handout.
Yeah.
So one of the things an employer should do to an employee is to furnish him or her with those things the employee needs to know.
I'm an employee. Do I have the right to join a union?
It's your right. You have the right to join or form.
What if my company or my bosses say, if you join rights, if you join unions, I will fire you?
Can we have that proof? We take them on. As simple as ABC.
Really?
Yes. You have a life.
Okay.
When you kill yourself, you are dead and gone.
Yeah.
When we catch you attempting to commit suicide, what happens to you?
They jail you.
Thank you. It's as simple as that. So any offer of employment that even states that you are not supposed to join or form a trade union is against the law. Because the law, that's the Constitution of Ghana, says that we have the freedom of association.
Okay.
And so birthing from that or flowing from that, we have the Labor Act that explicitly shows you that I have the right to form or join.
Yeah.
So don't put it in a contract that the person cannot or should not. No.
And can an employer stop me
from
joining?
Yes, they can in so many ways.
Which are some of
they can victimize you.
Okay.
They can victimize you. They can terminate you.
Okay.
But then they won't do it directly.
Okay.
Because they know the repercussions. That's the law.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are some of the protections or some of the benefits or some of the things that the union gives you directly or indirectly when you join?
So probably I can situate it to mine. We do negotiations, what we call collective bargaining.
Yeah.
We educate our members. Like we rightly put it, there are a lot of organizations who don't put employees through any form of union education or employer-employee. So one of the things is education.
Yeah.
And then we also, in a way, expose our members to current trends, be it technologically or digital stuff and all of that. We do all of them. And then I think one of the main reasons per the Labor Act why people form or join a trade union, job security or job protection.
Yeah.
Exactly. So once you join a union, that thing is also there.
Job security and job
protection.
Yeah. I mean, this is an expert desk. I think we are almost 45 minutes. And I think we can't have all the time today because for Laudina, if I allow, I won't close today. So we will have our part 2, episode 2, which we tackle a particular sexual harassment. That's what we are going to talk about.
Why are you so interested in sexual harassment?
It worries me when somebody need to offer their body because of work, something that you are going to use your strength, your intelligence, your glory, everything to do, like you are working, all your life is going to be spent there. Then you have to offer your body before you get it.
After Jesus
it's not as if when they give you the job, you are coming to sit down and they will be paying you.
You do all of that.
Like sometimes I don't get it. Okay, I have a policy personally. If I can propose to you, I won't hire you. If I know that this girl that is coming to my office, I know that one day I can catch you somewhere, I won't accept you. I won't even call you for an interview, because I don't want to joke with people's emotions, people's integrity with my own. You understand? I'm not saying I'm the best, but it's imagine you have a sister or you have a friend that is being sacked all because the boss said he wants to sleep with her. She didn't.
You see, but that is where I have a problem. When we think that sexual harassment is just about sex, you have just taken a minute aspect of sexual harassment. So the day that we want to discuss sexual harassment, I'm sure a lot of us will know that, hey, we have been sexually harassed.
Really?
Because sexual harassment goes way, way beyond this. This is more or less like the end point. End point homeopathic.
Pass, my nigga.
That's the end point. Okay. Sexual harassment is an interesting topic.
Yeah, we will talk about that.
In most programs, as part of unions and all of that, we have added it to our programs.
Yeah.
That we read that thing to you. That in this conference, in this webinar, in this workshop, whatever it is, this is the sexual harassment code. If somebody does, yes. So it's going to be an interesting topic, and people will know that they are being sexually harassed, but they are entertained.
But to me, the fact that you sack somebody because the person said no to you sexually.
But I'm sure nobody would sack you and state that as a reason. That is a conduit pipe. So we can't be perfect in our field of work. We'll try to be in line. But your boss that wants to do that thing with you has so many ways of killing the cat.
No, my point is that you can have so many ways of killing a cat.
So there are so many ways to get.
So kill it without sacking the person.
No, that's killing. So your understanding of killing is not commensurate to what he is determining as killing. Taking you out of that environment is killing to him. And you are thinking killing is embarrassment and keeping you there for what? For what? I mean, somebody who says, what sort of AE is that? No.
Laudina, it's been a nice time with you.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so much grateful for your time and for your education and for giving me the expert's view on this particular employees' rights topic. And what we do here is that you leave your number in case somebody is going through something related to your expertise. The person can reach you, then the person would talk to you, then you also talk to the person. So you would mention your telephone number, your social media handles.
What if I don't have a handle?
You can mention your contacts so that the person, anybody at all can, reach you.
Okay. So my number is 050 314 7341. 050 314 7341.
341. And social media too. You don't have a handle?
I don't have a handle. I have a saucepan.
So if somebody want to follow you, somebody want to reach out to you, Facebook,
Laudina Fum. My Laudina is an L-A-U.
So Laudina. Okay, Laudina.
The Fum with an A, not an E.
Okay. And Instagram too.
What is that one?
IG.
What is that?
The Gen Zs are there.
I'm not a
TikTok.
Gen Z. I have a saucepan. I don't have a hand.
Right. So thank you so much.
I guess you would introduce me to those things.
No, don't worry. Don't very soon. All the bills on me.
Expert
All the
advice.
bills are on me. I'll give an expert advice. It's been a good time. Thanks for watching. I want you to, motivate me by subscribing to my channel. Like this video, comment, and share. Sharing is one of the. Sharing is caring. You understand? And our reaction is always on point. The boy will always give us a reaction. That is daybreak, and Osimhen sir. Osimhen sir. Osimhen sir. The words Osimhen sir. Let me use this opportunity to also thank all our customers, everybody that's patronizing our business, photography, videography. We are into weddings, we are into events, funerals, birthdays. Our studio is always open. Even if you want to rent our studio for your podcast, we have the equipment, we have everything. We will take the video, we edit for you, pay small, something small. The numbers are there, 0545-786594. We will assist you. When you are on all the social media handles, just type EKOSTUDIOZ. When you type, you're going to follow us. All that we do, you are going to join us and send us DM, whatever it is. Do you know that when you send a customer to us, when you bring a contract, we give you a percentage. Try and see. Thank you so much.